honorable members of the City Council, may I request officially, and you will receive the formal letter to hold special emergency session today, March 14, 2020, at Bulwagan. Pasensya na kayo. Sa Bulwagan na kayong pinagsesyon. But what is important, you have convened enough numbers for the immediate legislative needs of your city government for us to be more effective, efficient in suppressing, cushioning the social impact of our citizens of Manila. Number one, ordinance providing Manila residents identification system requiring all citizens of Manila 18 years old and above to register in the said system. This may take time, but I need a law for that. For us, the logic behind, for purposes of discussion and debate later, the intention of this administration measure is to be efficient and surgically address each and every citizen of the city of Manila. B. Resolution temporary suspending all business permit issued by the city to movie houses and cinemas located and outside of malls, pursuant to City Resolution number 75, declaring the entire city of Manila under the state of calamity in view of the COVID-19 and various orders and memorandum of the national government. C. Resolution temporarily suspending the effectivity of city ordinances giving access to senior citizens of the city of Manila to movie houses in the city of Manila in view of the implementation of the COVID-19 open close parenthesis contained and delayed City of Manila Action Plan against COVID-19. D. Resolution. This is very important to the members of the City Council. This is what we call the City of Manila is in sync with the national government, particularly MMDA, DILG, DOH, and Office of the President, respectively. And one way also cooperating with our fellow mayors, local chief executive in the National Capital Region for Metro Manila, for that matter. Resolution adopting the following Metro Manila Council MMC resolution. 1. Adopting a unified community quarantine guidelines with the National Capital Region to prevent the spread of COVID-19. 2. Urging all local legislative council of NCR to issue an ordinance declaring city, municipality, and this is very important, wide curfew in the localities due to the COVID-19. So those non-essential or those individuals na hindi kailangan sa gabi, simula alas 8 ng gabi, and the Vice Mayor is very well versed already with the agreed resolution by the NMC. He will explain it to you further later on during the discussion and debate. But rest assured, members of the City Council, we have no intention to curtail the liberty of every citizen of the city of Manila. This is just temporary. We will continue to respect constitutional rights, and one of those is liberty. But for the meantime, for purposes of keeping safe and healthy of our fellow citizens and to to align ourselves with our Manila strategic plan with regard to COVID-19, contain and delay strategic plan. I need this. And I hope you can explain it further. Now, what are our guarantees? I guarantee you will put an end to the effectivity of the said ordinance. From the moment that the state of health emergency declared by President Rodrigo Roa Duterte is lifted, the law will no longer be effective. So this is just a temporary measure, and I know for a fact that you represent your district in every district, and I hope you can go and support said proposed ordinance and the sense of urgency. Try to explain to them this is just temporary. I hope I sound clear to each and every one of you with regard to curfew, or what we call general curfew, with limited exemption as per the guidelines of the MMC resolution. And Vice Mayor Hani Lacuna will further tell you details later on during the discussion. 3. Urging all local legislative council of NCR to issue an ordinance for temporary closure of mall establishment of the same kind of their localities due to COVID-19. An enactment of necessary resolution and ordinance implementing the same. E. Resolution adopting the memorandum from the Executive Secretary, Office of the President, on stringent social distancing measure. And I can see that you're doing the social distancing right now. Ang lalayo ng upuan ninyo. Thank you very much. You're trying to be a very good example to our fellow men or our fellow citizens in the city. Thank you for that initiative, Miss Vice Mayor. F. Ordinance regulating all business establishment and prescribing safety measures for the protection of our consumers, so that we will not tolerate those individuals who would enrich themselves in times of crisis. I want them be out of Manila or out of business if they will do so. This is high time for the people of Manila na inaasahan tayo na poproteksyonan natin ang katatayuan ng bawat isang Manileño sa lungsod. In protection of consumer in the city of Manila against hoarding, profiteering, and cartels with respect to supply, distribution, marketing, and pricing of goods, medicines during this time of calamity and emergency situation, and similar occasions, and providing penalty for violation thereof. And I hope you will come up with a violation of cancellation of their business permit. One strike policy, so that we will send the word that we are going to protect our consumer. Our people needs us today. The law may be harsh, but it is the law. I hope you know how to read between the lines. G. resolution authorizing the use of 30% quick response fund under 2020 annual appropriation ordinance and for the purchase of food, PPEs, medicines, vitamins and supplements for our senior citizens and all other needs. And this is very particular. Honorable members of the City Council, I am very particular with this. This is now the after program or extension strategic plan of the city. After containing, after delaying, we will adopt further programs. We will go on mitigating. So it's going to be code and COVID-19 action plan of the city. But for now, let's focus on code COVID-19, which is contain and delay. But be that as it may, I would like to get your attention that there will be social, economic impact to each and every families of the city. That's why I want the City Council to be with me. Come all together, address the social impact to our people with regard to the existing crises and challenges of the city. Abatan na natin, sort of saying. Bago pa ba tayo dumating sa sukdulan, magamit natin ang mga salapi, kakayanan ng lungsod na maging kaagapay ng bawat pamilyang Manileño sa pang-araw-araw nilang buhay. So, saying that, after buying supplements and all other needs, and again, to cushion the social economic impact of COVID-19 to the community, and all other funds that can be made available, redirect, or any other legal means to be utilized under the program for long-term development plan or annual investment plan or annual investment plan coming from all other agencies, particular on two agencies, the Manila Risk Reduction Office, to redirect for whatever legal means that I need from the City Council, and I hope Majority Floor Leader Joel Chua would come up, and all other members of the City Council, to come up with some legal means that these funds are already appropriated for purposes of addressing or reduction program of risk in times of disaster. But under that concept, there is also not only prevention, action, but there is also rehabilitation. So I hope you can help me find words, legal means, to cushion, to madalit salita, abatan natin. Hindi natin alam. Nobody can quantify yet of the effect economically sa ating mga kababayan. So we have now the 30% and still have the 70%, and there are some items in that 70% that can be reappropriated, sort of saying. Kanina po, gumawa na po ng mga lista sa mga unang bibilin lamang at prioridad para ngayon. So yun po. So now, modesty aside, to assure you members of the City Council, which you represent every district of the City of Manila, so that you can reassure your constituency also in your respective district, your city government is doing its very best to religiously follow Code COVID-19 Strategic Action Plan of the city and doing its very best to delay, mind you, my words, delay the peak of COVID-19. So it is inevitable, but to delay it, we can buy time. Keep our city away from this virus. But I cannot guarantee you that. Okay? So at least, pag uwi ninyo sa inyong mga distrito, tatanungin kayo ng inyong mga constituency. You tell them that, please extend that message to our people. And the reasons of all these things that I'm asking you today. I know it's Saturday, pero inaasahan tayo ng ating mga kababayan. And I know that is your main purpose, running for public office, to help our constituency in our respective districts. So respectfully, I'm submitting this for consideration and favorable action to the City Council through Vice Mayor Annie. Pasensya na kayo. How I wish I can be with you there. But trying to, malapit na. Konti mo lang. May awan Diyos. So anyway, that's all. But before I end this, mga kasamaang kumpusihan, mga halalang bayan, mag-ingat kayo, ha? Please take care of yourself. I cannot afford to lose one of you. I need every hand. The city needs us. The people of Manila needs us. So please take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Ingatan niyo rin na sarili ninyo. And I hope may awa ang Diyos. Let us hope and pray. May awa ang Diyos. Makaraos ang ating syudad bilang kapitolyo ng bansa at ang ating bansa at ang mundo. Okay. Walang may gusto nito, pero kailangan natin tanggapin ang katotohanan. May sundiran. Kailangan natin umaksyon agad para sa paghahanda ng huwag nang lumana. Magandang araw sa inyo. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng po may kapal. Maraming salamat sa pagtugon ninyo sa panawagan ngayong araw. Thank you.
Jom peranin ka.
Google Drive.
may I ask all honorable councilors to please stand up for the invocation to be followed by the national anthem. Councilor Honorable Science Reyes, could you please lead us with an invocation?
Tayo pong lahat ay manalangin. Panginoong Jesus, malapit po kami sa inyo dahil alam po namin na kayo po ang supreme sa lahat po ng bagay sa buhay po namin. Mahirap po na manalangin, lalo na po kung alam namin na marami po sa mga kababayan namin ay apektado po ng coronavirus. Pero alam po namin na wala pong ibang way kung hindi ang tumawag po kami sa inyo. Kayo po ang Diyos at kayo po ang lumikha sa amin. Alam po namin na lahat po ay nasa inyong kontrol. Walang bagay po na pwedeng mangyari sa amin na hindi niyo po kayang gawan ng solusyon. Na hindi niyo po kayang gawan ng katugunan. At higit po sa lahat po ng pinagdadaanan po ng mga kababayan po namin, alam po namin na nagmamalasakit po kayo sa amin. Good care for us. Nagpapasalamat po ako ngayong hapon na ito. Bagamat ngayon po ay Sabado, pinagpapasalamat ko po ang pagmamahal po ng aming punong lungsod, Isko Moreno Magoso, at ang aming pong pangalawang punong lungsod, Dr. Hanila Punapangan, sa pagbibigay po nila sa amin ng halimbawa na kami po mga halal dapat naririyan kung sa tawag naman po ng aming sinumpaang pagpulit sa tao. Pinapanalangin po namin bilang mga leader po namin, ingatan niyo po parati sila dahil sila po ang frontliners ng aming lungsod. Ganun din po kasama po ang kanila pong pamilya. Ganun din po sa mga konsehal na naririto ngayon. Alam po namin ang hindi po madali na lumabas sa mga oras na ito, pero ang bawat isa pong distrito ay nire-represent po ng bawat isang konsehal na naririto sa oras po na ito. Hinihingi po namin na patuloy po kami ingatan, proteksyonan at ilayo niyo po kami sa anumang po lumalaganan ng virus. At sa aming pong mga kababayan, hindi lamang po sa lungsod ng Maynila, sa mga iba-ibang panig ng aming lugar, lalo na po mga natamaan at naapektuhan, pinapanalangin po namin sila sa inyo. Kayo po ang kanilang kagalingan at kayo po at sa inyo po pupuntanin magsisimula ang tunay na milagro. Ilalapit po namin sila sa inyo. At sa mga ganito po pagkakataon, hindi lang po kami humihingi ng proteksyon para po sa lahat ng mga kababayan namin Pilipino, especially po sa mga taga-Manila. Hindi ganoon din po ang kanila pong provisyon at panggastos sa kanila po pang-araw-araw ng Panginoon. Ngayon na kami po ay hindi po nasa masyadong maayos na sitwasyon. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Alam po namin that you take control and that you have loved us so much and that your protection and your grace is always enough for all of us. Gabayan niyo po kami, ang aming pong majority floor leader, ang aming pong program, at ang buong konseho po ng Maynila. Patuloy niyo po kami samahan na lahat po ng magiging desisyon namin, gagabayan niyo po dahil ito po ay para po sa ikabubuti ng buong Maynila. Mula po sa pagpapala ng inyong kamay, maraming salamat po. Salamat din po sa mga kawani ng Manila City Hall na patuloy na nagiging katuwang po ni Mayor, ni Vice Mayor at ang buong Museo ng Manila. And we know that your grace will never fail us. Ito po ang aming panalangin sa pangalan po ni Jesus.
Amen.
Special session of the City Council is now called to order. May I inform all the honorable members of the City Council, I have in receipt the letter of the Honorable Mayor of the City of Manila, and may I read it to you? Honorable members of the City Council of Manila, City of Manila, through Honorable Mario Sheila H. Lapunapangan, MD, FPDS, request for a special emergency session for the enactment of urgent logistic measures for the implementation of Code COVID-19, contain and delay City of Manila Action Plan against COVID-19. Your Honors, this pertains to the need for urgent and immediate legislative measures for the efficient implementation of Code COVID-19, contain and delay City of Manila Action Plan against COVID-19. Legislative enactments responsive to the threat of COVID-19, geared towards containment of COVID-19, and those which mitigate the health risk to and exposure of the residents of Manila to COVID-19 are crucial to the prevention of the spread of the disease. In line with this, the honorable members of the City Council are requested to hold a special emergency session on March 14, 2020, 5 p.m. at the Bulwagang Katipunan 2nd floor, Manila City Hall for the purpose of enacting legislative measures in relation to the following matters. I will just repeat what the Honorable Mayor has already told us. Letter A, ordinance providing for the Manila Residents Identification System requiring all citizens of the City of Manila 18 years old and above to register in the said system. B, resolution temporarily suspending all business permits issued by the city to movie houses and cinemas located outside of malls pursuant to City Resolution Number 75, declaring the entire City of Manila under the state of calamity in view of COVID-19 and various orders and memoranda of the national government. C, resolution temporarily suspending the effectivity of the city ordinance giving free access to senior citizen residents of the city to movie houses in the City of Manila in view of the implementation of the COVID-19 Contain and Delay City of Manila Action Plan against COVID-19. D, resolution adopting the following Metro Manila Council MMC resolutions, to wit, number 1, adopting a unified community quarantine guideline within the National Capital Region to prevent the spread of the COVID-19. 2, urging all local legislative councils of the NCR to issue an ordinance declaring a city municipality-wide curfew in their localities due to the COVID-19. And 3, urging all local legislative councils of the NCR to issue an ordinance for the temporary closure of malls and establishment of the same kind in their localities due to COVID-19, and enactment of necessary resolutions, ordinances implementing the same. E, resolution adopting the memorandum from the Executive Secretary, Office of the President on stringent social distancing measure and further guidelines for the management of the COVID-19 situation. F, ordinance regulating all business establishments and prescribing safety measures for the protection of consumers in the City of Manila against hoarding, profiteering, and cartels with respect to supply, distribution, marketing, and pricing of goods and medicines during calamity and emergency situation and similar occasions, and providing penalty for violation thereof. And G, resolution authorizing the use of the 30% Quick Response Fund under the 2020 Annual Appropriation Ordinance for the purchase of food, PPEs, medicines, vitamins, supplements, and all other needs to cushion the social economic impact of COVID-19 to the community. Respectfully submitted for the consideration and favorable action of the City Council. Signed, Francisco Isko Moreno Dumagoso, City Mayor of Manila. So before we continue, may I request the Secretariat to please call the roll.
Under First District, Honorable Alfonso Luzon, Honorable Junicio, Honorable Fajardo, Honorable Lim Moises, Honorable Nieva, and Honorable Ong. Under Second District, Honorable Buenaventura Quimpo, Honorable Lacson, Honorable Lim Nuero, Honorable Robles Dalus, Honorable Sia, and Honorable Kang Edward. Under Third District, Honorable Alibar Bar, Honorable Chua Joel, Honorable Fugoso Pascual, Honorable Isaac Ernesto Jr., Honorable Nieto Rodriguez, and under 4th District, Honorable Makani, Honorable Bagat Singh, Honorable Chua Luisito, Honorable Quintos, Honorable Reyes, and Honorable Villanueva. Under 5th District, Honorable Romeo, Honorable Hizon, Honorable Luis Ricardo Jr., Honorable Ortega, Honorable Tiang, and Honorable Yubanco. Under 6th District, Honorable Abante Barquilla, Honorable Castañeda, Honorable Laguna Salvador Philip, Honorable Bar, Honorable Uy, and Honorable Veloso. Ex-official members, Honorable Laguna Lelani Marie, and Honorable Plan DUD. Your Honor, as of 7:15 in the evening, there are 33 members present for this regular session.
33 members, we have a roll call. What is the pleasure of the majority leader?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, considering that this is a special session called by the Mayor, we will fall under Section 33, Rule 12 of our internal rules. Your Honor, under Section 33, Your Honor, as often as necessary, when public interest so demands, special session may be called by the Mayor or by the majority of all the members of the Sangguniang through a written petition. In a special session, a written notice to the Sangguniang members stating the date, time, place, and purpose of the session shall be served personally or left with any employee of the office of the councilor at the Manila City Hall at least 24 hours before the special session is held, unless otherwise agreed upon by 2/3 vote of the members present. There being a quorum, no other matter will be considered a special session except those stated in the notice. Your Honor, considering that the special session, there is a need for a 24-hour rule. And considering that we have now a quorum, Your Honor, may we call on those who are in favor to continue with the special session because we need 2/3 votes to forego of the 24-hour rule.
Can you please?
Your Honor, I move for the members of the City Council to conduct a special session today at 7 o'clock, 7:20 on March 14, 2020.
There's a motion presented by the majority floor leader to hold
Session,
session
despite the 24-hour rule,
despite the 24-hour rule.
has not been met.
Yes, has not been met. Now, March 14 at 7:20 p.m. Is there any second to the motion? Seconded by Councilor Junicio Ong, Fajardo, Bobby Lim, Daniel Day Tan, Edward Tan, Buenaventura Quimpo, Lacson, Robles Dalus, Sia, Nieto Rodriguez, Bugoso Pascual, Ali Barbar, Bagat Singh, Bacani, Reyes, Villanueva, Quintos Wardi, Luisito Chua, Yupampo, Borromeo, Ison, Isip Jr., Ortega, Lacuna Salvador Philip, Abate Barquia, Castañeda, Uy, Veloso, Lacuna, Leilani, Marie. Is there any objection? I see none. I think we have 2/3. Motion is carried.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, as per request of the Mayor, we have certain items here that needs to be approved for 3 readings, Your Honor, like the ordinance providing for the Manila Resident Identification System, ordinance regulating all business establishments and prescribing safety measures for the protection of consumers in the City of Manila against hoarding. Your Honor, under our rules, no ordinance shall be approved unless it has passed 3 readings on 3 separate dates. That is expressly provided under Section 61, Your Honor.
Of our internal rules?
Yes, Your Honor. Except when the Mayor or the Sangguniang certifies to the necessity of its immediate enactment to meet a public calamity or emergency. And Your Honor, today is this special session is being conducted due to urgent legislative measures that needs to be implemented. And further, Your Honor, to justify the foregoing of 3 readings, Your Honor, on 3 separate dates, Your Honor, I would like to walk you through the case of Malonzo versus Zamora, GR number 137718, dated January 28, 2000, wherein the Honorable Supreme Court ruled that there is nothing in the law, however, which prohibits that the 3 readings of a proposed ordinance be held in just 1 session day. So it is clear, Your Honor, na we can do the first, second, and third reading on 1 session day, Your Honor, just for purposes of debate later on, Your Honor. We will now continue, Your Honor, based on the items. Your Honor, siguro mas maganda tapusin po muna natin yung mga resolution.
Sige po, yan nga rin po ang isasuggest ko.
We have here, Your Honor, the resolution temporarily suspending all business permits issued by the city to movie houses and cinemas located outside of malls pursuant to City Resolution number 75, declaring the entire City of Manila under the state of calamity in view of COVID-19 and various orders and memoranda of the national government. Your Honor, I move that we open the period of discussion and debate.
There's a motion to open the period of discussion and debate. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried. Meron mo bang gusto magtanong? Gusto ko lamang po kayong paliwanagan ng paunti-unti sa bawat po resolusyon na ating po tatalakayin. Okay? Ayon po dun sa resolusyon,
Temporarily suspending all business.
yes. Ayon po dun sa resolution na yan, ay temporary po natin o pansamantala po natin hindi pinahihintulutan na magkaroon po o mabuksan po ang mga
Movie houses.
sinihan at mga kaparehong establishmento. Bakit po? Sa labas ng mga
Outside the malls.
Kasi po, meron pong pinagkasunduan kanina ang Metro Manila Development Council na ako po ang ipinadala ng ating pong alkalde na kung saan po pinagbabawal na ang lahat ng mga mass gatherings be it planned or spontaneous. Kaya lamang po, doon po sa napag-usapan kanina, parang ang mangyayari lang, yung mga malls lang ang masasarado. Kung kaya, automatic po, yung mga sinihan sa loob ng mga malls, automatic na sarado. Eh, meron pong pangilan-ilan na mga sinihan sa labas po ng mga malls natin. Kaya po, para lang po, meron tayong parehong batas sa loob at sa lahat ng malls. Gusto po rin natin ipatupad na ipinagbabawal din po kung ano yung nangyayari sa loob ng malls, mangyayari din po sa labas. Mamaya po habang tayo po ay nagdidiskusyon, bibigyan ko po kayo ng mga konti lang na impormasyon na idiniscuss po ni Secretary Duque, ni ASEC Rosette Singh Berhere, ni Secretary Anyo, ni MMDA Chairman, at iba pa po na nandoon sa nasabi pong meeting. So, Councilor Joel Chua.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, isang tanong lang po. Considering na wala naman po kami lahat dun sa meeting, ito po bang, may binigay po bang period kung gaano po katagal yung suspension?
Ang binigay po nila kanina na recommendation ay during the entire entire period na meron po tayong quarantine sa buong Metro Manila o NCR, which means magsisimula po March 15 hanggang April 14.
13.
14.
Okay, so the duration, Your Honor, will be for 1 month.
Ganito na lamang po, bago po tayo magpatuloy bago po, kasi dapat siguruhin muna natin yung memorandum na inadapoy. Anyway, sige po.
If I may,
Councilor Abante Marquilla.
I think the resolution and the resolution of the interagency task force also put sa Colatilla a day-to-day, subject to the day-to-day evaluation. So we may as well put it in the resolution that the period coverage of the resolutions to be passed today will also be subject to a day-to-day evaluation. Ibig sabihin po, if the interagency task force will deem it necessary to shorten or to extend the period of the community quarantine, the same resolution will cover as long as the IATF is imposing a community quarantine.
So meaning, after po nitong April 14, automatic po yung temporary suspension ng business permit, automatic hindi na po kailangan ng...
Lifted na.
Yes po, kasi nakalagay po dito 30 days starting 000 AM of 15 March 2020 until 0000 AM of 14 April 2020.
Thank you.
Councilor Luisito Chua. Kindly approach the microphone po. Wala na po ba tayo extra microphone? Before we continue, recess is declared by the chair. Ilibig muna po natin dito po sa siguro Noel, i-adapt muna natin yung